we need to talk a little bit more about how hydraulic conductivity might vary within an aquifer. And I'm going to give you some examples that I think will make these concepts fairly intuitive. So let's consider an imaginary aquifer that's a geologic unit that's made of playing cards. And these playing cards have just been thrown on the ground, and so they're aligned something like this. And the analogy here is that maybe certain geologic units, because of the way they were deposited, also have some sort of preferential orientation like this. So I will now ask you, is K, the hydraulic conductivity, the same in all directions in this particular example? And the answer is no. You could expect that it's going to be a lot easier for water to flow horizontally because it's parallel to the direction of the cards than it is going to be for water to flow vertically through this. So here we might say that in the horizontal direction, the hydraulic conductivity is of a larger magnitude than in the vertical direction. So this is directionality, and that's something that we can think of. The second example is, imagine a geologic unit that's made up of spheres, perfectly round spheres, whose size varies in space systematically. So maybe these are really nicely rounded sediment grains, and they increase in size from left to right here. And so I'll try to draw this. Imagine you've got really small spheres here, but they're getting bigger as we move from left to right in this example. I want to ask you now, I asked you, is K the same in all directions here? Here I want to know, is hydraulic conductivity the same in space? If I were to just drop you down here versus here, would K be the same? And again, the answer is no. And you can kind of see why. The pore spaces in between these little tiny grains are going to be pretty small. So water is going to have a harder time flowing through sand, for example, than it would through a gravel, where there's these big pore spaces where you can move through here. So we've got an area of low conductivity here, and an area of high conductivity here. In the next video, I will provide you with formal definitions that describe these two different concepts, but I wanted to first build up the intuition for it here.